Um, I just focus in three main elements and one additional because I think that they are the most that I see. Yeah, the first one is light, and I think that if we were like the photographer, we would say that the light um, is that capture is really fleeting, like quickly, and also I think that is because of the sunset in the background and also the riders that are passing there. Also, I have put the moment, like one element. For my money, this photo was taken in a jungle or in a place with lots of trees and like a lake near. Also, I can see three riders because there's one in the back. And um, also, as I mentioned before, the pretty sunset in the background. And I think that this photo makes that this sunset makes the photo more attractive. Also, the composition, as in the reading says, they said that um, the things in the photo have to be or destructive or have to no constructive or have to distract. And I think that all of the things or elements in this photo are contributing to the photo. But I would say that the reflect of the sunset in the water and also the splash that the horses make are the more contributor things in the picture. And also the palette, the colors are in good match. And I know that's that not the definition, but I think that is one of the criteria. Mm, but I would say that these colors make like a chill photo. Like what makes me feel this photo is to relax. And all of these elements makes the photo more flawless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fabiana, about this presentation. You clearly focus on the, well, three of the basic elements and one extra that is palette. Thank you about this. Who continue, please? Okay, let's see. I will help you. It's Leah. Yes.
Miss, I'm sorry. You were calling me?
Yes, about your oral expressing ideas about the photograph, your opinion, considering the elements of the photograph.
Miss, can I do it a little bit later?
Okay, so I'm going to call you later. No problem. Thank you for being honest. Okay, let's going to continue. Daniela, Fabiana.
You can see the PPT?
Yes.
Okay. So I think this is an awesome photograph. It makes me feel like I'm in an adventure or something like that. And talking about the elements of beauty we've discussed, we can see the light. It is warm, and I think this photo was taken during the sunset. We can see a palette with deep colors like blue and browns. And also the composition is like very simple because we have a few elements, but it conserves the aesthetic of the picture. And the things that I at the time, uh, as we know, the moment is like the crucial element of a photograph. But this is like very specific because it's like when the horses splash in the water. And I think this is a great idea, and the time is also perfect. And we can see like the accurate time when the horses splash, and that makes the picture very unique and special. And that's what I like this picture.
Thank you, Daniela, about these ideas. What I really remarkable notice in your explanation is the idea that you apply the vocabulary in context. Congratulations about this, because you are applying something that you learn in this unit, the vocabulary that it's describing. Yes, the light, palette, composition, and moment you selected. Thank you. So you use the three basic elements and also the extra one. So you describe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Am I right? Excellent. Very good. Please, someone else? No. So now I need our friend Class Doyo. Macarena Isabel.
Yes.
Yes.
When I see the photo, the first thing I noticed was the light that is coming from behind. It's probably the photo was taken probably during a sunset, so we can see exactly the horses or the people who are riding them, but we can see the shapes because of the position of from when it comes the light. When then I notice the colors. There is black because of the silhouette, but there is also warm colors like orange or yellow because it's the sunset. I investigated a little bit, and these colors usually transmit energy or sensation of warmth, and that is something that I could feel when I see the photo for the first time. Then the composition, the horses are kinda in the center of the photo, so it's the first thing you will notice. Um, then I have the moment and wonder. I think the moment was like really special or something like that because it was taken while the horses are like splashing the water. So it's very unique. And the wonder because when I read again the text, it says that wonder is sometimes based on the childlike of the photographer, and I thought that maybe the photographer thought about that old stories about cowboys where they ride their horses while the sun goes down, maybe going home or searching for another adventure. And we don't exactly know where these men are going with their horses, and it makes us on some curiosity.
Thank you, Macarena Leon, for sharing both your research and your reading comprehension understand about what the elements really focus and apply into this photograph. Thank you. So we know that the color orange transmits energy. Am I right? Yes, no. It's a yes, it's a no. Yes, it has to be yes. Okay. Anyways, so let's move on. Probably she posed with the internet connection. Okay. Thank you, Macarena. Let's going to continue with another student. Here we go. Stephanie Ariana. Yes.
My opinion with the photograph below is that the person who took the photo was really focused in what he wants to transmit. He really considered the elements of beautiful like no, like the beautiful because we can see them in the way the colors, the light, wonder, and also the moment it was took. I think that these elements are what helps the viewer to see the importance and the characteristics of the picture. So I think that these elements are like important to help like um, the viewer to see and feel what the photograph wants to transmit. So
Steffi, what elements can catch your attention in this photo? From the six, which of the elements you would like to describe in this photo that it's a crucial example about this?
I think that lights and also the moment that the colors that it was that colors that was in this picture.
Okay, so we are going to conclude that you mentioned about the palette and the light. Am I right?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Steffi. All right, let's going to continue. Yes, here we go. Macarena Fabiana.
Yeah. In my, do you listen me? Yes, no?
Yes, I listen to you. I can observe also your presentation.
Yeah. The light what impact the most in the photo is the sunset light, which reflects the speed and perfection of the photographer to have been able to capture the exact moment in which the sun is setting. And I feel that the ray of light behind the second man is the helps the photo that make it look very warm. In composition, we can set that the photographer took into account was to always keep the horses in the center of on the picture and complement the intensity of the photo with natural light. In my opinion, the moment was perfect because in the photo shows the dedication and the speed of the photographer. The fact that the photo has in the background of the sunset um, makes the capture of the horses have the principal effect. In the photo, we can saw two tonalities that are the clear. We can say that is the light and the water, and the dark that is the horses and the tree that we can say in the back. In that time, as a photographer, thanks to the capture of the time, we can have a better appreciation of the flash of the water that the horses make. Signed, if we can have scent, it will be something that will last a couple of seconds. And the water, I think that the wonder of this photo is to see the horses against the background of the sunset. I feel that it is a beautiful moment that they can manage to capture, and now we can collaborate in the moment that we can saw the photo.
Miss, you're mute.
I'm sorry, yes. Macarena, as I can see, you covered light, time, wonder, and moment. Am I right? 4 elements? Yes, okay, just in case I confirm. Thank you so much about this. All right, let's go to continue with the next student. María Gracia.
Okay.
Okay.
Un segundo.
Okay, no problem.
¿Se ve?
Yeah, we can see, María Gracia, sorry. We can see, we can see.
Yeah. I think that the light is the most important thing in this photo. Also, it's important the contrast of color. What I like most in a photograph is the contrast between blues in the sky and in the water. It seems like the picture was took in the morning, and in my opinion, this photograph represents the nature with humans because we can see like humans, animals, and water. For me, the mans that are in the picture are having fun with these horses. Thank you.
Mhm. They are having fun, so that is what it projects in the idea of the wonder, probably. Yes, it will. What is the mood in the moment? It could be the idea of they are having fun. Huh? Okay. Thank you, Maria Gracia. Thank you about this. Alexandra Linares is present. Yes. Thank you about this. Yes, and Valeria. Okay, so here we go. Who continue? Let's see who continue. Valeria Thais, please.
Okay, I don't have PPT, so I'm going to say.
Yes.
Okay.
No problem.
Yes, I'm going to mention the elements, but I'm going to focus on the three more important: the light, the composition, and the moment. Okay, talking about the composition, as the author in the text said, the composition is about the elements that occupy a place in a photograph and how they are organized in some way. He also mentioned about the geometric proportions, but in this picture we cannot see like geometric proportions, so it's not really important in this picture. But we can see the main elements that are the two main in the horses, and they are the main elements because they are the elements that as we first saw the picture we noticed about that, so they are the main. Okay, talking about the light, it is also related to the composition as it highlights what the main elements are. But I think that the most important of the light is that it seeks to transmit something. And in this case, the light, well, in my opinion, it transmits a feeling of peace and tranquility. And okay, yes, and talking about the moment, it is also related to the elements before mentioned. For example, the moment involves the light. If the light in the sense is good or bad. And in this case, I think that the light was captured in its best moment, making a color contrast and creating a good photography. Thanks.
Thank you, Valeria. Was really interesting your topic you covered by analyzing this with the elements, basic elements, yes, as you mentioned, composition, light, and moment in your own perception. Great, great use of vocabulary in context too. Thank you. Let's see who continue. Lucerito. Are you ready, Lucerito? Sure? Sure?
Yes, ahorita pongo el PPT.
Okay, sweetie. Lucerito. Is there a problem, Lucia, over there? No? You're stretching. Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Sí, es que me duele la espalda, me
Okay.
canso de estar sentada.
No problem, no problem. Okay, Lucero, go ahead. Do your best, as always you do.
Yeah, and yeah, in this photograph, I can resaltar the element that was light because I think is the most important in this photo. Because without the light that brings the photo, the palette and composition don't bring the correct message of the photographer that wants to bring to us to give to us. Um, so the composition, as we see, the watches are in the center because they are in the center and because they are in the center of the photo. And the palette brings some kind of peace because have a great balance of the orange and blue. That the blue brings security, liberty, and harmony to the photo, and the orange gave happiness and comfort. But the orange don't have too much orange in the photo because if the orange appears too many times in the photo, uh, they can bring anxiety. So, ay, ¿cómo se dice esto? Ay, eso, ya. ¿Y cómo se llama? So, another element that is like the second one, en segundo plano, is a moment because the photo have a story that isn't in the center. It's about the watches that they are like ay, ¿cómo se dice esto? Son importantes para to Argentina. Thanks.
Thank you, Lucero. Remember, it's gauchos, no guachos.
Ay, me dice que leí mal.
Don't worry, Lucero. That's why Miss Milagros is here. Yes, don't worry. It's gauchos, just in case. It's a colloquial name for the writers in Argentina. Okay, let's continue. The next student. Marcelito, it's already. Let's see, another one. Mariana Diaz, please.
Yes, Miss. I consider two blocks for four elements. The first one being light and palette, because in both definitions of both elements, I found that they talk about the mood the photograph can transmit. And I feel like the light, along with the palette, achieves to transmit a nostalgic vibe because of the colors and the amount of light and darkness that we can find in the photograph. And for the second block, I consider moment and time. Moment because I think that the photo was taken in the exact moment to show the definition of time, that is to show something that we don't usually pay attention to. And I'm sorry, my dad was talking.
Sure, no problem.
And time and moment, because I think that the photo was taken in the exact moment to show us the time, some things that we don't pay attention to. And it is, I think, like the form of the horses and the way the photograph shows us the water, because I think that are details that we can't usually pay attention to, but capturing that photograph shows really beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you, Mariana, for your appreciation. I think you covered four aspects, yes, like the basic ones, such as light, moment, and time, yes. So you can see also palette. So four elements for your ideas. Am I right? Yes, of course. Yes. So let's going to continue. The next student, be prepared. Huh? Jose Ignacio. He vanished. Jose Ignacio, are you there? Uh-oh. He vanished. He disappeared. He was afraid, probably. Okay, we continue with another one. He got scared, probably. Okay, let's go to continue. Waiting for Jose Ignacio. We are going to call another student, okay? Lucia.
Un segundito, Miss.
I know that you are very critical about this photo. So try to express as much as you can your views.
Miss Miss Jose says the computer turned off.
Yes, I imagine about this. No problem. So as soon as Lucia finished her presentation, he could continue.
Yeah.
Ya, Miss, no tengo PPT, así que solo voy a hablar.
Okay, in English.
Acá tengo la foto.
Yes,
Yes, of course.
of course.
Yeah. I really love the lighting and palette, as everyone else, I think. I think they make the photo special, and the composition is also pretty great for me. The angle in which the photographer took the picture highlights the colors, the sun, and the silhouettes. That's why it captured attention pretty fast. The combination of the light, the palette, and the composition on these pictures makes me feel intrigued. I would love to be the one riding the horse and just be one more of them. The timing of the picture, I think it's also pretty great. The water splashing, the sunset as a background, and the sun in one of the men's head, it's just perfect. I merely think that if the moment had been a little bit different, the image would be completely stunning. That's almost everything.
That's almost everything about your appreciation. Thank you so much, Lucy. Thank you. Josecito.
Sorry, my
yes,
my
yes,
laptop,
I know.
laptop get off.
Yes, no problem, Jose, I understand perfectly, yes? Now, can we listen your presentation?
Yes, you can listen me good. Can you listen to me good?
Yes, I listen to you. Yes,
okay,
no problem.
okay. Yeah, in my opinion, I have three main elements of this photograph. There are the palette, time, and light. In palette, I think the color of the sun that makes this photograph to the one who see this make feels relaxed. For me, I feel relaxed when I see this photo. The time because of the freeze of the water in the air. I think it's the exact moment, I think, but the freeze of the water in the air is that make the photo to have this effect of like color in water in air. Finally, the light because of the sun in background that make like the riders like a shadow, and this I think is a good idea of the man who make this photo.
Thank you, Jose. So you cover three elements, two of them from the basic one, time and light, and then palette. Am I right? Yes, thank you so much. Now, I'm going back to the student Leah. What about now? Can you start your presentation, sweetie?
Yes, miss, I was organizing my ideas and also
Thank
my
you.
little brother was in class.
Don't worry, I
Okay.
really understand. So let's start, Leah.
Okay, miss, I don't have a PPT, so I'm just going to talk.
Sure.
Okay, the 4 main elements that I found in this picture are light, composition, moment, and palette. I think the light is the main component because it makes us see all the colors and the other elements in the picture, and it makes it possible to analyze the other components. The next component that I saw is the composition. Even though the horses and the riders are in the center of the picture, there are other elements that break with the symmetry, and it makes us want to look for other details. The moment I think that the picture is captured in the right moment because the main elements are in movement, and it gives a sense of adventure that make you assume or make assumptions of what is happening. And I also think that the palette is very important because the palette is supposed to make us feel something. And the main color that is in the picture is orange, that is considered an energetic color, and it gives a feeling of enthusiasm and excitement. And that's it.
Thank you, Leah. I think you covered most of the ideas of what are the elements: light, composition, moment, and palette. And also you project your own perception of the colors in the photograph that you mentioned, that it's the color orange mainly, that it's the idea of reflection, yes, of what it means in the photo. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have just 1 minute for one more student. Someone offer us volunteer, probably Micaela, Alexandra, in plural. Mauri, yes, because Mauri, you were selected at the beginning, so you were in the toilet. Okay, Mauri, let's start with Mauri, okay? Okay, Mauri, go.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Stop. Wait a minute.
You can see?
Yes, of course.
Okay. The main topic here is a light that is very dim, and the moment I think that is perfect because it's the sun and the color of the water, and the composition is for the colors. I think that the blue and the orange and the horses and the palette. I think that the colors is very beautiful, and I think that is very dim of the picture. Thanks.
So thank you so much for your presentation. Okay, guys, so we are going to continue Monday. I don't know if Alexandra's or somebody else would like to continue because we have just a minute. No? Okay, so we continue. Oh, Ali, sorry, you were talking. Yes? No. So Monday. Yes, Monday we continue with the rest of the students like the Alexandras, Mika, and the students who were absent today. Thank you, Kiara. Also, you are going to be presenting by Monday your ideas. Okay, guys? Have a nice weekend and stay at home, please. Okay? Take some medicine to establish your health and listen some of the recommendation of mommy and daddy. Okay? Be a good boy and a good girl. Greetings to your brother, Lucia. Goodbye.
Bye, Miss.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Take care, take care. Goodbye, goodbye.